Ooh, this is not good at all. HuK's two Colossi wandering around, separated from the main army. Very vulnerable up here to Vikings, but of course QXC doesn't quite see that. HuK manages to get out of the way in time. Yeah, big blunder there from HuK. Fortunately, nothing horrible came of it. A couple of cannons. These are nicely positioned cannons because it just makes sure that drops cannot get in here. Of course, it does not make sure that drops cannot get in here, so QXC might still want to drop and take out this robotics facility. That is something that happens to me a lot when I play Protoss against Terran. Little drop in here, kill the robotics facility and leave, and that is annoying when you're trying to get those Colossi numbers up. But HuK doing a great job keeping those Colossi pumping out. 5 on the field now. 6 on the field now. And rallying probes up to this base, I guess. And the question is, what are the next transitions coming up for HuK? We see Charge being researched. Does he already have Blink? No, it is not. An Immortal coming out, which is always a great unit. Ooh, losing a probe. Templar Archives. So this is something we've seen a lot from Protoss players. Colossi, and then that sort of lets you stabilize a little bit and take your third base, while Terran is forced to go get Vikings. But then, as those Viking numbers get high and your Colossi get less and less effective, then you can switch into High Templar, which are just a great, great unit. They're so great that, I don't know, I would even question whether Protoss players should be getting Colossi in the first place. If you can just go straight to Templar, why not do that? Of course, I am not a pro Protoss player, but this is an opinion I've heard expressed by Artosis more than once. A couple of Marauders stimming over here. Not sure why, but he must be psychic, because he clearly didn't know about this probe and pylon. 4th base coming up for HuK, and also 4th command center for QXC. So this is one of these moments when you really know you're watching great players, is they just keep expanding. They just never settle down and say, all right, well, this is my 3rd base, and that's really all I need to win the game. They know that just stomping on your opponent is not usually a possibility. So many Colossi out, 8 Colossi out for HuK with +1/+1 upgrades on them. Interesting, he is getting ground armor level 2 instead of weapons level 1. Let me think about that. It's probably because of the switch into Templar. The thing is, he's probably going to want the Templar to be the real damage dealers in his army, and his army is going to be sort of soaking up damage, trying to make the battle last as long as possible, so that he can get as many storms off as he desires. Okay, so the Mules going at the gold base right now means that QXC is leading in income at the moment. Of course, he's going to mine out the gold base faster than HuK, and HuK is already has his 4th up. Zealot warping in here just to be annoying. Always good to throw pylons down like that and just send 1 Zealot in here. Don't overcommit to that. It's true that if you play a weaker player, you might be able to send in like 8 Zealots and kill everything here, but against better players, there's a good chance that kind of harassment will fail, and you're just behind by 800 minerals. So be really careful about overcommitting to that, but I really do like seeing just 1 Zealot. And look at how many pylons are thrown around here for spotting and harassment. Cool, cool stuff. Anything new coming out? Kaidaran Amulet. Okay, big push coming in here at the weak spot of this gold base, and HuK needs to engage this just right. QXC pulling back, lots of Guardian Shields going up, and now the Vikings are really going against these Colossi. Oh, EMP going off. It's very hard to tell what's going on, but I do not see any storms going down. Oh, the High Templar were... Oh, they were not positioned well. On the other hand, HuK is still able to beat back QXC, and in a distinct supply advantage right now. I think QXC is really going to struggle from this point on. The Templar are moving up, and there are the storms going down. Beautiful. And even a few on the SCVs, just to make things as tough as possible. One more will take out all these SCVs, but I think he's out of storms. He's converting these into Archons and pushing up into the natural expansion rather than trying to engage the planetary fortress. These Archons, ooh, one of them almost dying to the planetary fortress. HuK, I really don't know how I feel about pushing quite this far forward, but the Archons are coming in now, and they are going to toast up this infantry. Stalkers coming in for support. 2 of the Archons are dead. And this one is not long for this world either. Archons have almost no armor. They're mostly shields. So when you see that first bar run out, they are just about done for. And oh no, Colossi is wandering up here. Sorry, I conjugated that wrong. This is one Colossus. And okay, Charged Zealots coming in. Gonna do some serious damage, but of course, nice micro and concussive shell means that HuK really is forced to retreat. Templar coming in for reinforcement and getting a decent storm off, but QXC, such good control, just manages to run away. And look at this. Half of HuK's forces are pushing up against these Marauders, forcing them to micro back, while all these Zealots come up and chop away at the Planetary Fortress, which is going to burn to the ground. A few SCVs are repairing, though, and it might be just enough for this Planetary Fortress to survive. 150 hit points, 130 hit points, 110 hit points, and QXC comes in and saves the day, it looks like, if he can just get this Archon. And yes, this Planetary Fortress is now getting repaired, but more Stalkers coming in. Can he get it? He does manage to get the Planetary Fortress and blinks back. Not quite far enough. These Stalkers are all going to go down. This Colossus is in a pretty vulnerable position, but a whole bunch more Zealots warping in. Medevac's healing up these units as they are trying to micro back, but oh man, QXC really taking a huge blow here, losing this Planetary Fortress, and HuK with double the supply now and still a perfectly functioning economy on 4 bases versus well, let's see the incomes right now. That's a good thing to look at. Yeah, double the income for HuK and double the supply for HuK. So I don't see how QXC can come back from that right there. He just lost so much. Of course, HuK had to lose a lot to kill that Planetary Fortress, but HuK's economy is just superb right now. Of course, there's nothing up here to defend against this push because HuK is meanwhile trying to kill this Planetary Fortress up here. And warping in some Zealots to delay this, but HuK is going to lose the gold. And this is the first step for QXC to come back into this game. But it's a really long road ahead for QXC to really recover. He has to hold on to this and see all these mules repairing, not even able to mine right now. Almost no minerals, too, for QXC. So he's going to be out of money and not able to repair this. And, oh, just these couple of Colossi are going to take this Planetary Fortress out. Meantime, QXC manages to take out the 4th of HuK, so he's actually completely crippled HuK's economy now. HuK's only income is coming from gas and this little mineral patch right here. On the other hand, that's significantly better than QXC, who is broke. Oh yeah, and some long-distance mining. QXC just picking off probes and probes and probes, but it sort of doesn't matter because QXC has no real backup plan. He's going to lift off his orbital command and he's going to try to expand to this base, but of course he cannot well do that because there's already a Nexus here. So first he has to go take out this Nexus. In the meantime, a number of Zealots and Templar are out in the field. And each one of these Templar can storm. And 3 Colossi and a bunch of Stalkers. Trying to come up with some way QXC can win. There's none. GG from QXC. Really tense game, and great to see that kind of play from HuK. I mean, just aggressive when it was appropriate, and then backing off at the appropriate time to tech up, and just keeping the pressure up for the whole game on QXC. QXC never quite able to establish a firm, even footing in this game. Yeah, awesome TVP, and I will continue to do some more commentaries. I'm probably not going to do as many of the themed ones, like I said I was going to do a cast on cheese, but I don't know. I just don't really have the time to prepare that kind of cast right now. I'm very busy with school, and also I am going to be doing the King of the Hill tournament. So it's not all school. Some of it's StarCraft related too. Don't worry. Don't get upset with me. Yeah, I will be starting the King of the Hill tournament on Thursday, and that is going to start at 5 p.m. Pacific time, or I guess that's 8 p.m. Eastern time, if I have those numbers correct. I'm pretty sure it starts at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And goes until 9 p.m. Pacific time. So if you are in gold or platinum, go sign up for that tournament. Signups will start at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, sign up for the tournament, play, and if you're not gold or platinum, check the tournament out because it is going to be so much fun. Me and Chuby, who is I haven't talked much to Chuby, but I've heard some of his casting, and he's quite an excellent caster. So really looking forward to that dual 4-hour commentary. We're going to commentate for 4 hours straight every single week. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. If you like my casts, check it out. One more time, it's 5 p.m. Pacific time every Thursday. You can get the information on the StarCraft Reddit. Well, for today, this is it. Hope you enjoyed this cast, and this is Moduli Stack saying toodaloo.